What is up, kinfolk? How y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing good. Today I came across Candace Owens. She has a new documentary coming out, and it's called The Greatest Lie Ever Sold, about Black Lives Matter. And I accidentally played 5 seconds into the video. And she has a tax return. So I already know where this is going. Before she's coming with the receipts. I do know that Black Lives Matter has been, a lot of people have been speculating, asking where all the money has gone. From what I've heard, a lot of the families, it might even be all the families, but I know that some of the families have not received any payments from Black Lives Matter. They use the names of their dead family members and their dead relatives to push their agenda and to actually get fundraising. But I don't think any of these families have seen any money from it. Also, based on an ideology and that has been pushed that, black men are literally being hunted down in the streets, similar to like slavery back in the day where, a guy's on a horse with the dogs trying to like just track men down and kill them. But now they traded in their horses and their dogs and their whips for badges. I don't agree with that notion. I think the stats speak for themselves in regards to that. So that's my personal take. But I'm curious as to what she has uncovered. I don't know if this documentary is out yet. It's just a trailer. It says it's been released 3 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago. So I don't know if it's out yet, but I can guarantee you I'm going to watch it because I'm just curious as to what's been found out. And yeah, if you haven't already hit the subscribe button though, go ahead and do that. You are now kinfolk. You are a part of the kinfolk family. So we want to make sure that you guys get our videos when they're available. So without further ado, let's get into the video, shall we?
So Black Lives Matter released their 990 IRS filings. They collected $80 million.
Yo, hold on. 80 mil. 80 mil. They collected 80 mil. Okay, wow. Okay.
Where is that money?
It's not here. Everything looks worse than it was.
Where have you seen that money impacted throughout the city? So my producer just sent me a link. It is just shocking to me because of how much money was raised to think that where he lived, the bills weren't being covered. Super frustrating, but that's a dead end, so.
And this is where I'm kind of like, why is anybody shocked by this? Why is anybody... I mean, I'm going to watch this, but to a certain extent, it's like, why is anybody shocked by this? I have family members who were part of the Black Panther Party back in the day. One of them is my Uncle Mac, and he was young, so he was a junior Black Panther. And he told us that when he was young, and we talked about Black Lives Matter, and he was, I think even before, like, this was like a year ago? I think it was last year. We went to we had to do a birthday party for him. And he was dogging Black Lives Matter. But his thing was when he was a junior cadet in the Black Panther Party, they used to go out to the community and do local fundraising. And his older siblings were like high-ranking, and even dating like high-ranking Black Panther people. And what he said is when they would go out and they would do fundraising, they kicked the kids a little bit of money back. And as a kid, they think they're getting big money. They think they're rolling up some dough from, getting fundraisers and for doing their job. He's like, now as an adult, I realized I was handing like a stack of cash to my sisters and my brothers, and they were handing it back to some of their significant others, and we were getting scraps. He's like, so I know the Black Panther Party had money, and no one knew where the money was. He's like, now I think at first it did go back to the community. And I'll even say, like, I'll give Black Lives Matter the benefit of the doubt. I think that, especially in local chapters, some of that money might have gotten kicked back. Maybe. I don't know. I can neither confirm it or deny it. I would hope. But when everything first starts out, I feel like people actually do care. But when they see how much money is rolling in, people start to get greedy. I think that's what happened. I do know that one of the ladies in Black Lives Matter was like in Hollywood, or one of them hills up in like the, where the rich folks live up in LA. And Candace went for an interview, and the woman thought she was scared for her life because Candace is showing up on her doorstep. I'm like, yo, you're in like one of the richest. You're not in the hood. You're not in Compton. You're not, you're not struggling. You're not struggling. And you're scared of this. I don't know how short Candace is. She looks like she's shorter than me. But you're scared of this short black lady with cameras who's coming to your home just to ask you questions. And she didn't cause no ruckus. She literally walked up to the door and walked away, and she got video footage of it. But yeah, I'm not surprised. Personally, I do feel sorry for the people who, whose family that they use. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, they use these people. They use them. They capitalize on their deaths. They capitalize on the family members by having them show up to certain events, I'm pretty sure. They did all this stuff, and yet they get nothing. The families got absolutely nothing from it. That is crazy. I don't feel bad for the people who gave, but I somewhat feel bad for them in the sense of, if you were giving with a caring heart, that you actually were really passionate about this, and, you really thought you were giving money to a great organization that was going to do great things with the money. And even like, times were tough. Times are tough. And they amassed almost $80 million. It's crazy. Crazy.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Ready for some BLM pride? Another $200K went to escorts, BDSM workers, strippers, peep show workers, phone sex operators, and webcam performers. And then at that moment, it became personal. And I thought, not only am I going to say the truth, I am going to scream the truth louder than you can scream the lies. It's incredible that the majority of the world hasn't seen this.
10/12. Oh, so it's coming out. Oh, so this is coming out soon. I guess I'll be watching this on 10/12. Why is anybody shocked? I wouldn't be shocked by this. I'm not shocked by this. Were the strippers black? I shouldn't laugh. One of the things I do is when things are crazy, to me, like, that's just how I am. I just laugh at certain things. But like 200K. Y'all amassed 80 mil. 200K of that went to escorts, strippers, all this stuff. And I guess I'll find out from this documentary. I guess I'll find out from this documentary how much any of these family members have seen. I'ma just say, personal speculation, they probably didn't get a dime. And if they did, it was probably something small compared to how much, like, even if you took the 200K and gave it back to them, it's crazy. I'll be watching this because I want to see the skullduggery, for the lack of a better term. I think that we need to be very careful with where we spend our money. I mean, shoot, if you actually are down for the organization, regardless, I guess it doesn't really matter. But I think in general, when it comes to charitable organizations, and I say charitable with quotation marks, we have to be very conscious and very careful of who we give our money to, because you'd be surprised. somebody gave money and it went to strippers for Black Lives Matter. They're given with the intention that it's going to fight police brutality. Whatever that is, right? But you ended up giving it to strippers. Like, that's crazy. Haven't heard a lot from Black Lives Matter recently. I don't, but yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think. Go ahead, leave a comment. If you like the video, go ahead and like it. But as always, kinfolk, I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. Deuces.